Alright, guys, welcome back to the Grind to Greatness. This is episode 40, and the menu for today was a lot of sprinting, a lot of dribbling, and a ton of finishing, all from basically the same spot. So here I just am starting out with some running mechanics, which are you want to really focus on specific things for each running mechanic. For these ones, I'm focusing on driving my knees up, making sure that my feet stay parallel to the ground. So kind of like, I forget if it's called pronating, but flexing my toes up essentially, and making sure that I really pump my arms as fast as possible. And on these A skips here, just making sure that you drive your knees and really push down, really explode down. And on the B skips here, really focusing on kind of not dragging your foot, but doing that movement. It's really hard. Search up Noah Lyle's tutorial if you want to learn how to do that. And these are just some 70, 80, 90, 100% sprints, not 100% going all out. But after this, I hop straight into some top speed sprinting. And I'm doing a different movement. I do two different movements before the sprint. At the start, I started out with these just kind of longer, I don't even know, like straight leg running, and then into the max speed sprint. And I actually ended up adding another cone here because at first I had the cones 30 yards, so I would have 30 yards to sprint. But then I added in another cone to get 40 yards because it didn't feel like I was able to get fully to my max speed. So I did about 6 reps of the first starting movement and then another 6 reps of just longer bounds into the sprint. And that was 12 reps in total. So I'll just let these run through for you. And it was super hot out today, so I made sure to take a lot of water breaks. Brought 2 water bottles with me, and I went through both of them. So right after that sprinting, it was hopping straight into the ball work. Now, I wanted to get 2 around the worlds in a row. So doing 1 around the world and without dropping the ball, and then juggling a couple times and doing another around the world, because that's I feel like that's the next progression for me. And everything was going all in well until I got this rep, failed, and then this happened.
Okay, I'm pissed because my phone just ran out of storage and I got an around the world with both feet without dropping the ball. Like around the world with my right foot, then juggle a couple times, and around the world with my left foot for the first time, and it wasn't recording and I didn't realize, so I have to do it again. Haha, yes. Let's go for 3. Oh, so close. I'm okay now. I'm okay that I lost some of that footage.
So all was well with that. I got my get back, and then I set up some cones, and now just some straight cone dribbling. Very, very similar to what you guys have seen before. Nothing new here, just inside touch, outside touch, each of the foot, and I'll let the rest of these different reps run through. Obviously, I did more than what I'm showing here. I'm just showing the different varieties of movements that I did. So right after I finished that, it was time to hop into some more creative drills. So I set up a obstacle course, I guess you could call it, of just walls of cones and gates of cones. I have to find a creative way to go around the cones of walls and through the gates and around the walls. I'm going to just show you all the different reps here because I think I improved quite a lot throughout just like the 10 minutes that I was working on this drill. And I think it's really important to show how much you can improve in just this little amount of time. But the thing is, you have to be intentional with your improvement. So I was kind of reflecting after each rep and thinking what I could do better. And something that I noticed was that I wasn't being very deceptive at all, which is something that I'm trying to work on. So you'll see I add in a lot more body feints. And while I do make a lot of mistakes, I still think I improved quite a lot. So enjoy these reps. And you'll see here that I switch up the formation of the cones after every few reps to make sure that I don't get used to it and that I can keep trying to be creative. And there, that was the end of that drill there. Now, the plan was to move on to this drill, which I'm sure you guys have seen before, the Ronaldinho drill. Essentially, just place a bunch of cones like I have here and just dribble through them as creatively as possible. Of course, I had to take another water break. And you'll see here that after this first rep, I noticed that these cones are way too close, at least for me at my skill level right now. I can't even barely fit the ball through some of them. So I end up expanding the cones a little bit after this first rep, but I still think it's important to show you so that you can see what this entire training session looks like. And I finished up there with that drill, and the next step to working on my creative dribbling is to just do free dribbling. So I took away all the cones and just decided to dribble down decently far and just work on visualizing defenders coming at me and how I would beat them. This drill absolutely killed me because it's just like max speeds, like running and dribbling for I don't even know how long straight, but you'll be able to see at the end of some of these reps that I was dead. So enjoy that.
My God. Oh my God.
And that was the end of the dribbling session, or the dribbling part of the session there. And now just set up some cones here, and I alternated between doing a step over and finishing to the right bottom corner, and just cutting in on my left foot. I'm right foot dominant, and my left foot shooting has been absolutely abysmal for basically all of my life. So I actually got some decent shots up with my left foot this session. You'll be able to see I'm just including all of my shots throughout the session here. But I'm really happy with how my left foot progressed throughout this session. I honestly have never really hit that good of a left foot shot ever in my life because I don't know, the technique just never came to me. I never really knew how to lock my ankle in place, but this shows that the work that I've been putting in, and I haven't even done that much work on my left foot shooting specifically, but all the work that I've put in on my left foot has been paying off. So enjoy these shots. Some pointers for the technique that I was really trying to focus on for my right foot shooting was making sure that after the step over, I take a big touch down the line so that I can run onto the shot. And I was also really trying to focus on keeping my feet or my right foot more angled down, pointing my toes towards the floor more, because I have this habit of opening up my foot a little bit too much. And I found that I had the best shots when I went in between my instep and my laces. So those were some cues that I was looking for my right shot. And for my left foot, I found that I took the best shots when I was making sure that my hips were facing parallel with the goal instead of facing directly at the goal. And also making sure that I tried to contact with the right part of my foot, which is, like I said, on my right foot, a little bit in between my instep and my laces. Now, that was really hard for me getting these left foot shots in, but I see a lot of improvements, which is great to see. And as well, I was also focusing on raising my right arm and then swinging it back down during my shot, which I was having some difficulties with, as you'll be able to see. Sometimes I just raise my right arm, which is a good habit, but then I just leave it raised, which is not good because you want to swing your arm down for momentum, help you get more power on the shot. But I'll work on that in the future, and still just happy with the progress that I made. And these are the last couple shots coming up here. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this episode of The Grind to Greatness. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment for more, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching.